I know. I think I'm funny. Hopefully, I got some of you. Anyways, excuse my beautiful attire today. It was in service day, and we had an adult um, field day. It was 30 something degrees out there on the track, so I'm tired and cold. But I would like to say that my team won an award for the best dressed. Don't be jealous. Well, we were the best dressed at a little Miami middle school LMMS team. Um, we won't tell anyone that we were the only team in the competition from the middle school. Doesn't matter. We still won. But we played against, I forget what other building. There was a couple other buildings there. And then the middle school came out the champs of overall. So we beat the other schools. All right. Now back to what we're actually here for. WeVideo. Okay, so this tutorial, we are going to be adding in music or audio, and then you are going to be adjusting the volume of the clips. So first thing you're going to do, go to audio over here on the side, and if you want, you can use your search bar if you're looking for a certain kind of music, or you can kind of just click around here and find a track that you like. But what you're going to want to do, obviously, you're going to want to make sure that your music track is at least as long as your video. So my video right now is the total time of the video is 2 minutes, 42 seconds, and 18 hundredths of a second. So take a look at yours, figure out how long yours is to make sure that you are choosing an audio clip that is at least that long. I'm going to go ahead and search. I like pop music, so I'm going to type in pop. And then again, I'm going to look at the timing of each of the videos to make sure that it is at least 2 minutes and 43 seconds. So it covers the length of my video. If you can't find a clip that long, which now that I'm looking at it, it appears that some of them might not be that long, we can always copy and paste it, or you can even add a new track in if yours isn't long enough. But go ahead and click around on these, listen to them. Once you pick the one that you like, you will drag it down into your audio track down here. All right, so you've gotten your track. All right, so you've picked the track that you like, and you're ready to add it into your MP3 track, which is either, sorry, got to move this real quick, your audio one track or your voiceover track if you have both. Now, obviously, you cannot lay your audio on a track where there is other media in the way, so that's why this is red, because it won't let me lay it there because of these two clips. So if you don't have an available track that you can lay it in, you're going to have to add one. So, or you got to move some stuff so you don't have to add one. I personally prefer not to add more unless I have to, because the more tracks you add, the more you have to like scroll up and down to see all the tracks. So if you have two tracks right now, let's say you have an audio track and a voiceover track here and here. And you may have like your voiceover clips down here, you can grab those and drag them straight up so that they're all on the audio one track. And then you can put your clip into the voiceover track. Doesn't matter. Voiceover track is an MP3 track, so it will take it. So again, if you don't have to add a track, try not to. If you do have to move clips up, make sure that they stay in the same place. You don't want to move them left or right, because then that audio will no longer match the clip that it's supposed to go with. So if you do need to add a new track, you're just going to come over here, click your drop down arrow, and you're going to add an audio track. So once you've got a track that will take your clip, go ahead and drag and drop it into that track. And then you're always going to want to butt that up all the way to the beginning of your video. Make sure it is starting at the 0-second mark. All right, so we got our audio in there, but the problem is there are going to be places in the video where you need to fade out the music because there is other sound there that needs to be heard. So you can see that on the tracks. Like right here, obviously, I'm going to need to fade my music down. Anywhere where somebody is talking, you're going to want to fade your music down. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then you'll do it for the rest of your video. Typically, when I start a video, I like to fade my music in, especially if I picked a track that like from the very beginning of the song kind of starts like full force and loud. You don't want to scare the people that are watching your video. When the video starts, you want it to fade in. So as I have it right now, you'll watch. Okay, so my music starts at the normal level. I'm going to fade that. Usually when I am fading anything, whether it's the audio or the opacity, I will increase the size of my track because it just makes it easier. So I'm going to come over here and I am going to change my track height for where my audio is, and I'm going to go to large. You can either do large or medium, either one works. Something else you might want to do that will help you with this part of it is you may want to zoom in some, just to make it easier for you to see exactly where you need to adjust your volume to. All right, we are going to come back to our track menu, and we are going to where it says audio opacity. You're going to hover over that, and you're going to hit show audio level. Once you click that, you will see that a blue bar is at the top of that clip. That's just basically showing you throughout the duration of your clip thus far, your volume of that clip is set at 100%. On either side of that clip, you will see a white handle, a white circle. Those are your little adjuster handles. There's one at the beginning and there's one at the end. Those are what you can drag up or down to adjust your volume from 100% to whatever you want it to be. So what we're going to do, now that you see that blue line, before we move that first one, and this is just normally what I do, I don't know, you could move that first one first, but I usually add in another handle. This can be a little frustrating because you got to be exactly on that blue line. Notice when you're in the right spot, your cursor is going to change to this like black cursor with a plus sign. So that's my normal cursor. And when I get to the right spot, boom, right there. Doesn't really matter exactly where. You could do it anywhere because these handles are movable. So just find a spot, click it. So you just added in another adjuster handle. That one I call my anchor. I don't know why. I kind of just made that up on my own. I just know that that one's there to like hold it in place at 100%. So the first one is the one that we're actually going to use. We're going to drag down to adjust it from 100%. Hover over that. Again, you got to hover just right till it turns into that like double arrow cursor, and you're going to click and you're going to drag all the way down to 0%. So basically what that does is your volume now when your video starts, will start at 100% and it will slowly increase until it gets all the way up to 100%. So let's listen to that. I'm going to come back here and hit this back arrow so that my playhead just jumps back. I'm going to hit play. I know I'm weird. This one, your anchor per se, this one can be dragged as well. So if you want like a faster fade, you could kind of go like that. Or if you want a slower fade, you could make it go out. Doesn't matter. In our practice video, I'm just going to do it about there. All right, if you have not done that yet, go ahead and pause me and do that part and then come back to me. And now that you're back, anywhere in this video where there is audio, whether it be your voiceover, where we did the horn sound effect, where I'm talking here, or where Miss Sazzle, Miss Bowling, and I are talking, you are going to need to fade that music down before the audio, and then you also have to fade it back up after the audio. So find your first clip where there is sound. I believe it's me on the green screen, but I'm not 100% sure. You guys have to figure that out. So once you find that, I know that my audio at this point, because this is right before I start talking, my audio at this point needs to be all the way down to 0%. And we want to fade it. Some people I have seen will like cut the audio clip here and then cut the audio clip here, and then they'll delete this chunk and they don't fade. Don't do that, because basically that's your audio is going at 100% and all of a sudden it just stops abruptly. You don't want it. You don't want it to stop abruptly. It's nice to have it fade in and out. So you are going to go ahead and add on somewhere right before this clip 2 more handles. Boom, boom. First one, this one here, the one that's in front, that's going to be the one that's like the anchor that makes it stay at 100%. The second one is the one you are going to drag all the way down to 0%. All right, let's listen to that.
Ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm Mrs. Mason. And there we go. It's a nice fade. It's not abrupt. And now we're going to want that obviously to stay at 0% throughout the duration of this green screen clip with me. And then on the other side of it, we're going to need to fade it back in. So same thing. You're going to click, you're going to add 2 adjustable handles. Boom, boom. The one that's in front, you're going to drag that down to 100. Or why do I keep saying down to 100? Down to 0. And you're going to want to line that one up with the end of that clip where the sound is. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now we can see that throughout the duration of this clip here, my audio is at 0. And that's what we want. The other adjustable handle here on the other end, when I stop talking and the music needs to fade back in, you're going to fade that guy back up to 100%. Listen one more time. And of course, now it's being finicky. Yes, no. All right, regardless, you get the point. Sometimes WeVideo does that and it's super duper frustrating where it like won't load right away. Like now, I just saved it. Okay, let's see if that worked.
Effects
There we go.
in video editing. So have fun with this and good luck.
And then here we go, back in. This is me. All right. So what I need you to do now is I need you to go ahead and at any point in this practice video where there is audio, again, whether it's me, Miss Bowling, and Miss Sozzle talking, there's a part where we did a horn sound effect. There was another part, I can't think of what it is right now, but find anywhere where there's audio and adjust those levels, fade them out and fade them back in before and after the clips.